Good morning, folks, and welcome back to the trail. And yes, you see it's right, there's quite a lot of ice on my tent. So it's bloody cold, to be honest. And I just came out of my tent. I'm going to the toilet right now at the station, and then picking up some probably even ice cold water. And hopefully with some tea and a warm breakfast I will start to melt inside. But it's so damn cold. And this is the washing station. And I couldn't use this one because there was some ice, so I have to break some here. But yeah, looks like I was the first one. I'm now back in my tent and I just attached my sleeping bag, and as you can see, this is also slightly frozen over. So, yep, it is time I reach Abisko. I just created an endless snow machine. When I packed up the tent and I removed a little bit of the snow, I had the feeling I was getting more and more and more, and in the end I could even make a little snowball out of it. So don't ask me what the physics or whatsoever is behind that one, but gosh, it got more and more and more, and you probably, yeah, well, not much anymore in my shoes as I removed it. But in the end I just didn't care anymore and stuffed it into its pack, no matter how much ice and snow was on it, because I don't have the feeling I can remove it right now. But anyway, it is packed, and now I can finally go and hope it will really be 7 degrees later that day. That would be amazing. Amazingly warm. So, everything is packed and ready, and the sun will hopefully soon be here. This is the Sälkä Fjäll, and yeah, somewhere behind the Sälkä there the trail continues. And yeah, there's a little pass I have to pass today, which is another 250 meters higher than it is here, so I will see if I've got snow there, or hopefully not. Look who's there, finally the sun. The trail today is pretty muddy, which means I'm basically jumping from stone to stone for, let's say, more than half of the way. Hopefully this will be better after the pass, but who knows. I think this in the middle there, that's the place where I have to go. And if it isn't muddy, then it is just wet, because it's just a big river. So yeah. Later I'm told there are just stones, so a stony day. And only a few steps are left until I've reached the highest point for today. And probably for the whole section here. So this section is really the steepest part of the whole Kungsleden. But it's got a nice view. And this was not the highest point. But at least it won't be that steep any longer. And now I've reached the highest point. This is the Raststuga here. Originally I planned to camp here before I realized that this wasn't maybe the best location. And that's why I ended up at Sälkä and didn't continue yesterday. Which was a good thing, because there's still quite a lot of ice up here. It was already uncomfortable in the not south, in the near Sälkä in the morning, so yeah, better decision I did there yesterday. Alright, this will be my way downwards. And it's really busy up here, so I planned to film actually in the hut where I made a little break behind me. But it was already full with 7 people and more were coming. So it was coming and going and nice conversation. And yeah, already know the next people are coming, so I'm going down now. Hier sind dann noch endlich die Here are also finally the stone fields. The people talked about it before, but compared to the southern Kungsleden, they are pretty easy to navigate. And this is half time. I'm at the Stuga right now at the other side, but the trail continues in this direction. So, and as there is no shop at the hut, which they, interestingly, maybe you can see this little moment, there's this little sign, and this says that there is no shop, so everyone wants to buy something, they can just continue hiking. And yeah, so there won't be any chocolate for me, and so I think I will just continue into this valley. It's always incredible how far you can see, and right now that this mountain here is probably the halfway point to where I still have to go today. So 1/4 of the way is from where I'm standing now to this little mountain there. So quite a bit to go still. So I'm making another break right now. I still have got like 9 to 10 kilometers to go, but right now I'm starting to get tired. Just yeah, not really from the body, it's more like from the mental way to say, like seeing this landscape, the same, you could say. You will still say, wow, this is amazing, this is beautiful, but right now I've seen so much, and I'm really mentally tiring from this long hike, that the same landscape doesn't, you could say, inspire so much anymore within me. So although this looks so amazing, I'm actually longing more for a supermarket, some fresh food and stuff like this. So I think that one day I will do the Kungsleden again, but not at the end of a long distance hike, but more part of a smaller hike. Then to simply value it even more, this awesome landscape. Yeah, so probably when the break is over, I'll put a podcast in or audiobook and listen to something while I continue through this valley. Alright, I made it to the station, which is here in the background at the other side of the bridge. But I will stay here and pitch my tent up on the other side. I just love this view. This will be my view out of the door, tent door for this night. I finally reached the stuga after I pitched my tent, and I found some chocolate. So this is really nice to have some chocolate after dinner. And in this really big room where you can sit when you stay here at the stuga, there's also this awesome view. And this is the view. I mean, it looks so amazing. Oops, me as well. And down there you can also see my tent pitched up. And yeah, this is the direction I basically came from today. But now I will call it quit, do my dinner, eat some chocolate, read in my book, and tomorrow I will walk until Abisko, probably.